Hadley, Massachusetts. We're at the Buttery Brook Park. Now, everyone thinks that Buttery Brook is here. It's actually the Buttery Brook tributary that's here. It continues onwards towards Abbey Street, where it crosses one of the side streets there. And that's the start of the Buttery Brook tributary. The real Buttery Brook itself starts out where the Pioneer Valley Performing Arts Center is on Alvarez Street in New York. So this is just a tributary. And what can you do in this wonderful park? Well, they have a place that you can have picnics under pavilions, and of big groups you have to pay, of course. My sister was married out here about 7 years ago, with both the marriage and the reception right here. Now, the Buttery Brook itself is off to the left. And we're going to go around as much as this park as possible because we want to be able to see what it has going for itself. Now, in front of us is the children's area where they have a spray park, and then they have a park or playground set for the very young children themselves. And very interestingly, they have a history of the park on that special sign right there, history. So if you're interested in the history of the park, like I am, then you can read that sign and learn a lot about it. Now, they have the playgrounds separated because of the different kind of apparatus. Here's a rope climb, and then beyond that is a swing set. And this parking lot sweeps around. There used to be a large swimming pool out here for about 30 years, and then they took it out, both because it was run down and because they don't want to pay the insurance on it anymore. But out here, they have a portion of the park which has tennis courts, and then they put a pickleball court in here too. These are pickleball courts, right? And they have a basketball court, of course. Lots of things going on up here. And that's why it's a very well-loved park. The whole park is also with many sponsors. You can see the sponsor board up there. But people are very proud of this new pickleball court. Alright, so that's the front of the park, and the park has a back where there's a trail and where there's a former dam that's been breached. And then it has a beautiful bridge over there. Not a covered bridge, but it's walled in on the side. And that's a little stream that goes into the tributary itself. Now in the back here, they have a lot of things going on for yourself. You have a bathhouse back here. And then you have lots of picnic tables. So there's self-serve picnic tables. So you can come in with a small family. All right, now if you look even further back, there's another playground set back there. There's an outdoor music pavilion. And then in front here, there's another pavilion, second pavilion. But most importantly, there's a map there. And that map in the foreground, you can actually look out on the older structures themselves. Now, what I mean by old structures, there's actually the remnants of an old dam back there. Because this Buttery Brook tributary had a dam, it had a reservoir in this park. It's gone now, of course, and that's why they can make the park here. But it's quite interesting because you are basically playing or eating where there was a reservoir at one time. Now, there's also trails towards the back. There's trails towards the left of us, too. And so you can do a lot back there. And what we're going to do is go towards the front. And the best thing you can do to learn about this place is just walk around and look at the boards. I mentioned the history board and the map itself. And now we'll go outwards, and the reason why we will keep it going is because if you come out here about 10 years ago, you would have found an outdoor zoo here, and there would have been animals, and you can actually see an animal house down to the extreme right. I don't know why. You can see one of the animal houses down there. Okay, so that's why this fence is up. You could have seen a lot of different types of animals around. Now it was expensive to keep all these animals, so they gave up that portion, and they're quite happy just having a recreation area around here. Now you can see the valley that makes up the tributary of the Buttery Brook to our sides. Now if you walk on this grass area, it's possible to go over that edge and you're going to see a place where there's another breach dam. It's tiny, but there was another dam on here, and there was a third dam down by the Hillcrest Apartments, which is also in the Buttery Brook tributary. So there was 3 dams on this tributary, which means 3 reservoirs. The big one by Hillcrest Apartments is still there with its dam, and there was even a 4th one very close to where the up-ramp to Route 202 is from the Falls of Hadley. So they dammed it over and over again. The reason why, they'd have grist mills and saw mills powered by this water, and so those remnant dams are still visible all over the place. So thank you for coming to Buttery Brook to learn about its history. Okay?